What's up? What's up? It's your boy Tay Speaks. That is.
What's poppin'? It's your girl J Money, the soul pleaser.
Hey guys, it's India Ebene, the 4'9" goddess.
Hey Jack, and we back with another episode of Juice 901. We told y'all consistency is key.
Per
Usual.
And that's period.
Yes, sir. Ski. Everybody good though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right.
You good now? You feel a little more relieved than before we started the podcast?
Woo.
For sure. Definitely had to get myself amped up.
This man gave me she had to get one of those Monique talks. That's what you needed.
You got all the time in the world to be tired.
We'll talk about that another day. But that was an epic time. Mm-hmm. But without further ado, we're gonna hop straight into these topics because, man, we got some stuff to talk about. We wanted to hit y'all with a hypothetical, random, situational, not real but real question. Right. But it happened to somebody else, so it is kind of real. So
last episode was a little serious, and now you want to get a little silly, goofy,
a little wild, because we want to know your honest opinion in the situation.
This episode,
like for real, I want to know your honest opinions, and I want to know y'all honest opinion. I want y'all to lead it. Why you got to be weird? That's
me.
Yes, you. This man over here making faces at the microphone, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But so the topic is right. So Tamron Hall, I believe this is her name. She was on the Breakfast Club, and she was talking about how she was engaged to this guy, and I guess they went on a cruise or something like that. And she felt is it called parasailing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is that when you like fly in the air?
It's like a water ski type of thing. Like you're attached to the boat and you're like holding on. Oh, you kind of like
you're in the back.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah, like you up there. Mm-hmm. So hers broke. So she fell in the water.
But you're supposed to have on a life jacket. Let's keep that in mind. Well, I don't know if it's optional or not, but most of the times I've seen parasailing, you do have on a life jacket. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's optional. It may be optional. I don't know. But apparently she didn't have one on. So
I definitely would have been dramatic.
Which she was.
Okay. Finish.
No, she was very dramatic. So she said some random dude hopped in and got her out. But she broke up with a fiance, almost married. She broke up with him because he didn't jump in and save her. She said they made eye contact, and he's a trained lifeguard. So
the husband?
The
almost husband.
The almost husband? Oh.
Was a trained
lifeguard.
Okay.
Well, that puts things in another.
But does it though?
Because I mean, there's someone working there, professional, like on the boat.
He wasn't working.
Right?
No, he wasn't. Yeah, it's somebody who working there. Somebody else had. I don't know if it's a random dude or somebody who worked there, but they jumped in and got her because she went straight panic mode.
Oh well, that's fine. Like if someone that is working there is on site with them and he jumps in and saves her, I don't really see the problem.
But I don't think it wasn't immediate. I think that was her problem. I think she feels like he was supposed to jump in. I know Angela Yee. I mean, she was like, well, I mean, I could have got attacked by Jaws, or it's like that's what's all going through my head. And Angela Yee was like, I mean, what if that's what he was thinking too? Like, what if I jump in the water and try to save you? And I mean, it was a situation where this story just happened where a dude jumped in trying to save somebody else, and he got caught in the little propeller, the blades. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's a real.
Yeah, okay. I will say this. I understand. Like, I think it comes to the point of like, I understand the reason why she broke up with him because at that, no, listen.
I'm listening everything.
The point was, that's where the measurement comes in, I guess. Like, if I'm your fiance, if you'll die for me type. Mm-hmm. And that was the perfect situation to test that moment. It's you hope that you don't have to be in that predicament for real, but like that's where your vows come in. Till death do us part, you'll die for me type thing.
I guess she was thinking like hopefully it'll become second nature to her.
Like to her, it's like, okay, well, that may rightfully so, she can still feel that way. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that I understand why she ended it with him because of that. Like, obviously that's not likely to happen on an everyday basis, but the fact that it did happen and the circumstances, him being a lifeguard and all of that. And then also I think women, especially when they are in a relationship, especially if it goes as far as almost marriage, like you would think your man has enough provision for you to want to save you, to be, second nature. Like it should be an instinct to protect me at all costs.
Yeah. But do you think, and excuse the sign, if y'all hear any of this, bro, my dogs are going crazy right now. It's gonna point that out because there's no way I can block it out. But anyway, if you do hear, so my question is, but did she take it too far when it comes to calling the marriage off?
No. And I'm just gonna say that it wasn't parasailing for my particular situation. It wasn't that harsh, but I definitely was in a situation where I was in a relationship and I feel like that person should have showed up for me. And it was a act of, it was a means of like me being safe or not safe. Mm-hmm. And he failed that job. So of course we broke up.
I get it.
I understand. But then it also puts things in another perspective, because what if he thinks like, okay, if I jump in this water and we both struggling, now the guy has to save two people instead of saving one.
Do that. And also, I guess if he had kids or something, like that's something different to factor in. Like you have other people to live for, all of that. Like, but I'm just saying, if that was a dire thing for her, that if she knew that she wasn't gonna get over that past the wedding day and them being together, then don't stay in that relationship. Like, let him go for the sake of like you not holding that grudge and being in a relationship. Like that's horrible. Like it's not just the fact that she's so dramatic and she's being selfish, and you know what I'm saying. But it's like if she knew, I feel like it was more of a point of her knowing that was a dire situation for her and it made her feel unprotected, and maybe he's just not the guy for that. And why would you want to put someone through that if you're like, why do you want to be in a relationship where you're constantly, you know what I mean? It's backfiring on you all the time.
So do you think, okay, what if he froze? Because she said he's a lifeguard, right? And I'm pretty sure you're trained for all types of water, but it's like trained to be a firefighter. Like it's probably not a lot of situations where you're going to see a huge fire. Most of the time people calling you because a cat, or it's a cat in the tree, or it's a small fire, or maybe gas or something like that. But it's not a lot of the time. This is from what I hear. I don't know, firefighters, don't attack me. But it's not a lot of the time where you see huge fires. So what if my guy wasn't on duty, bro. Yeah, he was a lifeguard. He was on duty, but he wasn't on duty. What if he thought somebody else was going out?
You're always on duty as a lifeguard. You're by water. That's like being a doctor and someone's dying. But I'm not on duty.
River water is completely different than a swimming pool. That's a whole different type of water, bro.
I know, but she wanted him to try. It's the effort just wasn't there.
It's actually easier to swim in. The deeper the water, the easier it is to swim and float. But
ocean water, bro, you got to think about how the waves are picking up. You don't got no waves in swimming pool water, bro, like that. You want regular a 5 to 10 feet pool, 10-foot pool. It's way different than a bottom, an ocean that we've never been to the bottom of, and the currents and all that is completely different. Now, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have done nothing to try to get her, but I do think it's a little slack that should be given. And
we don't know how long she stayed after she decided to, call it off or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't like a super like immediate decision. I hate to assume in this scenario. I'm trying to just stick to the clip. But when you think about it, just as far as me being a woman who has been in a relationship before, we emotionally check out before we actually leave. We tend to process things before we actually just be like, F it.
Yeah, so if it's not working, it's not going to work.
You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure, like I said earlier, she forethought about, like, can I really get over this in a good matter of time to where it's not detrimental to the rest of my relationship. And clearly, I don't think it was.
She said she gave him a chance to explain, but she didn't really like his answer that he gave, so...
Ooh, I want to know the answer so bad.
What if he was honest?
Men are dumb.
See,
absolutely.
All right, time out. All I'm saying is, okay, so let's put it in this situation, right? So let's say,
because that was your chance. I'm sorry, that was if she asked him that and his response was weak, like that was his chance to redeem, to reassure her. Like you really had to choose your words wisely. And if you really just didn't give much thought to your response and like kind of give off to, okay, I'm just being honest, or I'm not, you know, that's all I can do. Like you're not really just giving the effort in that response. Like they're not kind of understand where she's coming from. Yes, like they're not understanding.
What if it's
like, come on now.
Like, but what if it's emotional? What if his truth was, look, I froze. I got scared. I understand. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, so is it two ways you can't look at it? Like, yeah, that's my husband. Yeah, that's my potential husband, whatever, and he's supposed to defend me no matter what. Mm-hmm. But things happen. Like for example, right? If you let's flip the script. If you see your husband or boyfriend or anything like that about to, a girl got a gun or a knife on him or something like that, what are you doing?
Are you attacking her? Like what?
Attacking the one with the knife?
Well, I'm doing not attacking, of course, but I'm doing something. Like the girl not gonna be able to.
What you gonna say? You better get off him now.
No, have y'all seen that clip of fighting? Have y'all seen that clip of Offset on a roller coaster and Cardi B was recording him and it took off really fast? Like, somebody go get my husband. That's me.
But this does nothing though. Because what if he was like, somebody go get my wife out the water? I mean, that's not going to do anything.
There are certain double standards in the world that
see, that's what I be talking about. That's why I should have got.
Okay, I'll say this.
Okay,
I do understand like the guys, I guess, side of it, because he never been in a situation where it's his loved one that he had to save. Like being a lifeguard, it's like, okay, well, now like that's someone
PTSD or something.
Now that's someone that he's actually like in love with. He's just sitting there like you said, he probably did froze. So I do kind of understand that side. But it's like the response was everything, man. You could have saved that. Backup. You could have saved that situation.
I will say this, as far as obviously to go back to the tables turning, I can't say how I'll respond. But when my adrenaline is rushing and I'm under pressure like that,
you angry.
I tend to do something to defend the person, or like I'm not gonna not do anything, but right now I'm not in that mode, like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't picture what I would do. And then second, women tend to have a different type of instinct, like as far as reading the room goes, you know, like I feel like it's a little bit different than men.
What do you mean reading the room? In her situation? What you mean? Like how does she read the room?
Like I'm saying like instinctually, I feel like we pick up on cues a little more.
You just feel like he wasn't gonna do nothing. You feel like that wasn't the only situation he wasn't gonna do anything.
Yeah. And this is also speaking from a little bit of experience. I'm saying it's not the parasailing thing, but it definitely is a means of safety. And most of the times when women are breaking up with somebody, it is because they do not feel safe. Those are the biggest things you can ask,
and anyone. That's emotionally and physically.
Yeah, like
just want to put that.
Are you really considering me in every situation to where I feel safe? Like when you ask me to do these things, have you thought about like do I really got you?
Right.
I feel like men, they're more comfortable taking at like, you know, more physical risk, and they want us to tag along, but they don't really be thinking about. They don't really think that far ahead.
Women just simply want to feel like you got their back.
Yeah, like
at all times.
And that's understood 100%. So let me ask y'all a question. You and Jay. Let me ask.
I have a question.
I do got a question. I'm gonna ask you this then. What if you call your boyfriend, right? Some guy messed with you somewhere. You call your boyfriend because he put his hands on some dude put his hands on you. Your boyfriend pulls up. He gets beat up by the dude. Are you just are you going, you know what, babe, you tried, at least you pulled up, and are you still going to feel safe?
Yes, like, I'm not going to be mad at him because he got beat up.
He can't fight.
Like first of all, I probably wouldn't even let him get beat up. Like, I'm throwing something, like a brick.
Both y'all get beat up.
Like, my thing is, I'm definitely running him over.
Like,
this is the thing.
Have you seen that meme?
Bring him outside. So you can be waiting with the car or something? He got to get outside first. Your boyfriend on the ground getting beat up.
Yeah, and I'm throwing something.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to just, yeah.
I feel you.
I mean, I would definitely be embarrassed.
Kicking, stomping, like something.
But at least, like my thing is, I'm not even going to defend myself with my own hands. You're definitely getting chucked with a brick.
But that's what I'm saying. Cause
on me, like,
because everybody knows size don't mean nothing, right? Everybody knows size doesn't mean anything.
Definitely not, because you big.
Size doesn't mean anything. So if the dude is like 5'5" and your boyfriend pull up and he like 6'2", and he gets knocked out by the 5'5" dude. What you mean? I've seen that happen before. No, the 5. I don't know if you.
I'm just
because I've definitely seen the tall dude get knocked out, and dude was like smaller than me.
I'm just gonna be like this.
Off one hit. That's how you gonna be when he get beat up?
No, I'm kidding.
I better see.
I already told y'all what I'm gonna do.
We
I'm
break
not
up
that.
with them. I mean, yeah, I feel you though. I mean, because you got some girls who will leave, be like, no, if my boyfriend lost and that happened, I'm too embarrassed. I'll leave him. And I've heard that before. But you can't expect.
You win some, you lose some.
That's what I'm saying. You can't expect the man to win every fight. At least he pulled up.
Yeah, at least that is where the answer, the effort, that's where it counts. Like, because you don't know what somebody else is capable of. You don't even know who other people know. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't. But
somebody's a trained boxer. You got me fighting, and then now you mad at me because I lost.
He might have a homie next door that is really about that life.
Now I'm getting jumped.
Handle his lightweight or his heavyweight, whatever.
But I like it. It boils down, like you said. It boils down to at least you try to pull up, and once you at least. So now I know that you have my back. We may not win everything, but I just know I need to know we going in together. I need because ironically the dude wants to feel safe.
And also, if I do call my boyfriend, 9 times out of 10, he probably not gonna just come by himself. He gonna call everybody like it's a problem.
But calling everybody takes too long though. You got to pull up and have them meet you.
No, you're driving.
I mean, and calling.
That's what I'm saying. But let's be realistic. A fight don't last nothing but like a smooth 15, maybe 15 seconds to 2 minutes. And 2 minutes is a stretch because you're gonna be dumb tired swinging. A fight don't last long before they be like, they
better show up at the same time.
This is why I deal with men in corporate America. I'm kidding.
What that mean? Corporate America fights?
Corporate America.
They probably fighting the most.
Let's fight with law, they says.
Man,
there's smart gangsters out there who can fight but also read a book. So I don't know about that one.
Well, in other words, make sure y'all find somebody in corporate who knows the rule book. But in those type of situations, you can't pull out this. If your girl call you and be like, all right, pull up, somebody just hit me. You don't have time to be like, brother, I can get you sent to jail.
You're going to jail today.
Don't you do that anymore? Because we're going to sue next time.
That's me. You're in deep shit, pal.
Meanwhile, your girl out like this and getting beat up.
You're in deep shit, pal.
What if he come up and do that and be like, hey, don't you touch her anymore? Jail. Don't you touch her anymore, or we'll be pressing charges.
No.
You want to feel secure? No. He's fighting with the law.
Shut up.
You just said it. How you gonna
She's kidding.
Oh my god. No, but make sure if you are into those buff men, make sure he got legs to match his upper body.
Man, buff don't mean nothing. Just make sure you got somebody with hands.
Aesthetically pleasing. And
that's all it is. Because you could be buff, but you can't.
That's embarrassing to walk around a nigga that look like a triangle. An upside down.
If he have on sweatpants, he good. See, we ain't for the men shame. That's what y'all body shame, and y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
This conversation took a turn.
Over here, body shaming. And his defense, legs are hard to grow. Y'all ever tried to grow your legs? Bruh, I'm talking about like to match up with your arms. Like that's hard. I know a lot of buff people. They work their legs, bro. A lot of
buff people.
So you can make your legs strong, but sometimes most of that stuff be hereditary, bro. We see them big, huge calves.
See,
they get the sounds like I'm hating,
and then they muscle it up.
I digress.
All that I'm saying is, as long as you try your best, bro. And then the water situation, going back to that, I don't know.
You have really long eyelashes. Can I borrow
I've been told. Yes,
now
no.
she about to sell lashes straight from Tay.
This man gonna have me bald in the eyes.
But yeah, so we want to know what y'all think, because this is a very interesting debate. So I'm really wondering what y'all think about that.
Right, because it's not a likely situation in the first place, but now that it's it happened. But you know, like when you think about it, like people always ask questions like that, or like, you know, a man will say he will die for you, but
would you really?
We're in the middle of the ocean, sir.
It's like I gotta die today. Oh no!
But it's like at the same time, like I don't blame him because he has a life of his own, and like I get that, it's cool. But I also
you just move across. Yeah, like I said, I get both sides because it's like I get both sides.
Some men are just built like.
I wish I could have seen it myself.
Passionate like that.
You wish you was there.
I wish I was there so I could see how long he waited. Because maybe because she did say she panicked. She went into straight panic mode. When she fell in the water, it was a wrap. So her 30 seconds to her might have felt like 2 minutes. And if he's a lifeguard, why can't she swim? Well, y'all should have been going to swimming classes. And on top of that, where was the vest? I guess she had one on, but she still panicked though because she's thinking about like what's under this water. But if you're thinking about what's under the water, why are you flying on top of it?
Wait. Also, when you go to things like that, when you do water activities, the people who, like, if you're on a yacht or you're doing jet skis or you're doing something like that, those people know where the deep end starts. Typically, the water it doesn't go past about 12 feet.
No, she said that was in the deep part, so that's why she was worried about. But my thing is, if you can't swim, you're gonna need help if anything bad happens.
I think
you worried about sharks. Why are we flying above? Why are we parasailing? However you pronounce it, above the part where sharks could potentially be. That's my thing. If that's your worry, that's my only thing.
You shouldn't do it at all. Is what you're saying.
You need to be in a swimming pool. You should.
Yeah, but
so she can't live her best life in the
ocean. My God! See, now we start.
But no, everyone should learn how to swim. Period.
Oh yeah, that's just a survival fact.
Yeah, like if you don't know how to swim at your big age, please do.
I'm decent. Like I ain't no swimmer. But
learn the basics. Get the job done. Learn how to tread water. Something like
doggy paddle. It's life.
Like it's life or death out here, and there's so much more to life.
Fam,
you know how to swim.
Once you learn how to doggy paddle, bro, do you really need to learn how to swim? You are swimming. It's a form of swimming. Y'all never doggy paddle? So I'm the only one that dog.
All right. Stop condoning half-ass work.
All right.
Doggy paddle take a lot of work. You know how much muscle that take? Okay. All right.
Swim.
All right.
Well, make sure you guys keep tuning into Juice 901 because this.
You guys want to talk about Kanye West?
No. No more of that.
Shout out to my guy Kanye.
What have we not said about Kanye?
What? I'm tired of talking about Kanye. But shout out to Kanye. I love him as an artist.
What's going on?
I think that's I know he got took off the Grammys, and then Jay Prince them said it was a racist move. But I personally think that Kanye is causing all this stuff for himself. I understand you're hurt 100%, but it's just not the way to go, bro. But
there's just a lot going on in his life.
Yeah, 100%. But shout out to the documentary. That was pretty good.
Loved Genius.
Shout out to the
absolutely loved Genius.
But as we always say,
I have nothing to say.
You don't like Kanye? So you don't love Kanye?
No, I've never said that. I have nothing to say.
That's what I heard.
Never said that.
All I heard was I don't like Kanye and
no comment.
Sucks. But all right, that's just what you want to say though. But anyway, shout out to Kanye. Why am I shouting out Kanye?
Yeah, he's not paying for any of this.
He's not. And if y'all want to sponsor the podcast, make sure y'all email juice901talk@gmail.com. We taking all sponsorship. And y'all got anything else to say? You had nothing. You have nothing.
Oh.
What?
I was gonna say, do you
promote your music? So, Andy, you want to promote your music? Promote your music. I don't have anything besides the last video that I just dropped called Notebook Number 4. So make sure y'all run that up.
Okay.
Tay Speaks on YouTube. TE accent on top of the E. Speaks with a Z.
Purr. Well, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at India Ebony. You should know how to spell my name. Pure. I do daily rapping or singing videos. I also have a segment on there called Affirmation Lullabies, where I sing affirmations to my audience.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're goofy, bro.
But no, every day I post some type of musical content on there, so I would love to spread my positive energy to you guys. And definitely I'm a growing artist, and I love to interact with people for real. So please give me real opinions, real feedback, and
real criticism. All the way to get better.
Yes. But yeah, follow me on TikTok. That is my main platform right now. I'm not really on Instagram and stuff like that these days.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
You got anything, Jay? Or you? All right. Well,
My mixtape coming out soon. So.
for sure. I'm gonna release that joint y'all did years ago. I actually still have it.
PIMP.
That was a bop.
Yeah,
Nobody
no, like
heard. Nobody heard.
we have the equipment now. We've got the camera.
Do you remember the words though?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Heart by heart. You don't know us.
Y'all were like 12, bro.
You don't know us.
Yeah.
He clearly doesn't know us.
At all.
You don't know us.
Well, as we always say, make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast, man. We appreciate the subscribers that we got on this last one. Keep running up the views. Like I said, we trying to be more consistent when it comes to Juice 901. So make sure y'all tune into Juice 901 and comment. We honestly want to know y'all opinion on this topic.
No,
Yeah.
for real.
Like for real, because obviously we agreeing, but we disagreeing. It is what it is. I want to know y'all opinion, man. Like, subscribe, run the YouTube up, follow the individual Instagram page, and follow the Instagram page. But who got the juice?
We got the juice.
We definitely have the juice.
Juice 901,
peace.
Jack. Let's get it.
Bye.